Good morning. Good morning. Oh my god, I'm sorry for the false start earlier. Um, I set the stream up and I was like, all right, let's get ready to go. Let's get ready to rock and roll and all that good shit. And then when I was in kind of just setting up, I noticed there was no audio coming into OBS at all. Like none of the game audio was making it there. And so I had to investigate. And I'm gonna level with you. 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 Right? I don't know how I fixed it. I there were no changes that I made to my setup between when I last streamed and now. I messed around with the settings. I restarted my computer. I checked OBS's integrity to make sure that there were no updates or missing files or anything like that. I fucked with it and I fucked with it and I fucked with it. Um, and now it works. I feel like I eventually put every setting back exactly where it was previously, and it just works now. Isn't that fun? Isn't that the most endearing thing that you've ever heard, right? That you go through all this effort, right? And then boom. It just works, folks. It just works in the end. Don't we love it? Don't we love it? Oh man, okay. Anyways, hi, it's Final Fantasy. Um So it's been a few days since we finished DAWNTRAil, and I've been kind of playing in my off time. I've started leveling other things. I have Viper almost up to 90 finally. I've also started making preparations about fixing this. I spent my weekly turn-ins on Blacksmith because their turn-ins seems pretty ridiculous. One of the things that I am just absolutely aware of is that I am going to have to fate grind. I'm gonna have to fate grind. Let's go. Because to get even I guess actually, maybe I don't have to. Well, eventually I'll have to. Eventually I'll have to fate grind. I think early on I'm actually not going to have to. I'm just gonna have to gather hundreds and hundreds of items. I'm kind of caught in a weird situation where I don't really know what I should probably level my gatherers first, right? And then come back and do my crafters afterwards. But before I do either of those, I need to get flank, and we don't have flank. So today's just kind of a kind of chill day, I think. I have kind of been a bit lethargic, I think is the word, since DAWNTRAil finished. Since we finished DAWNTRAil, I have been going to bed around 2 in the morning and not waking up until 10. It's been fucking with my sleep schedule. I'm very, very slowly starting to write things. And it's been a process. I've been very not gloomy, just I was so spent. I was so spent by doing DAWNTRAil like that. Not that I regret it, but I was. So much so that I had to reach out to Mira and be like, hey, do you want to do Baldur's this week? Or are you going to be doing DAWNTRAil stuff still? And if Mira said that she was still doing DAWNTRAil stuff, this stream would be happening on Tuesday. I think would be the situation we find ourselves in. Just because, I don't know, I've been really tired as of late. Because I've been waking up so late. I'm a true here's the problem, right? Here's the problem is I'm kind of in my social butterfly. I'm coming out of my cocoon a little bit, entering a little bit of my slut area kind of stuff, right? And to do that, I typically have to stay up rather late to talk to people because I'm on the East Coast. But I'm also keenly aware that the point in time that my body works the best is, generally speaking, between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Right? Peak office work hours is when I've trained my body to be like present and alert and energetic and like willing to do stuff. So when I wake up at like 10 and then I'm kind of lazing about until 11 and then I'm like, oh, I mean, it's 11 now. I guess I'll just do my dailies, right? I just kind of clock out. And it's been, being an adult is weird, not because like I feel like I could change, right? Like I don't feel like I'm totally bound by my day cycle, but it's the period of time that I know I work the best, and I've kind of been thrown off by that. I am gonna have to potentially fix that because your gal got another fucking interview tomorrow. Actually, it's a Zoom interview, so thankfully I don't have to go anywhere, and thankfully, I can actually wear my nice clothes. I couldn't wear my nice clothes to my last interview. I told the story, right? Because my ass has gotten so big that I couldn't wear my nice slacks. But if it's a Zoom interview, I could wear my nice shirt, right? With the implication that there's some nice slacks on underneath the table, and nobody has to see that I'm wearing jeans. If I'm wearing anything at all, I'll probably wear jeans just to get myself in the right mindset, right? But it would not do to be fucking business professional up top, um, sleepy time down below, right? While I'm trying to do a professional interview. But I'm very. It's not like early in the morning, but I would like to have a productive day before I do it so that I kind of go into it with the right mindset. And God, am I hoping that I get it because this job is going to pay me $45,000 a year, which is not bad. My previous job that I worked professionally was paying me about 38. So this is a decent pay rise for a admittedly more expensive area. Relatively more expensive area. It's not Texas, right? Texas is unfortunately rather cheap to live in some places. Not San Antonio though. San Antonio is a very expensive city to live in. Um, So if I get that job, your gal's on fucking Easy Street, and all those things she gets to talk about doing actually can come full circle. What top is this? Oh, this is the new Gunbreaker artifact? Allegiance coat. Now this is 94. This is an older Gunbreaker artifact. I assume this is Gunbreaker? But we're just gonna be like chilling today. There's a couple things that I definitely want to take care of. I want to do, I want to tie off this quest. I know there's the 2 expert dungeons, and then I would like to make progress towards the Aether Currents. Largely just because I want to start being able to do hunt trains for my aesthetics grind, and I would like to be able to gather. Gathering is significantly harder if you can't fly, so I would like to be able to fly for that. I don't know if we're going to get it all done today, and if we don't, I will probably just do it in my own time. We're basically just going to go on that until I am like either done or it gets sufficiently late that I'm just like, I'm tapped out, right? That if we're still going at like 11 p.m., I'm gonna be like, y'all, I'm done. I'm done, like I ain't got anything left in the tanks for this, babes. So that's kind of where I'm at. Um, Also, it's a big holiday. Today is one of my big holidays. It's my 5th year anniversary. I'm actually shocked that the captions almost got that correct because that's not a word. So yes, July 7th, 2019, approximately 1 in the morning was when I kind of passed the egg event horizon is what I call it. The kind of point that I realized, like, either I'm gonna have to live as my genuine self, right? Or I'm gonna have to live for the rest of my life knowing that I'm lying to myself. That's how I frame it, right? This kind of bursting realization of like, oh fuck, there's some gender under the hood, right? Um, and I kind of had to reconcile with the fact that like I know there's gender under. I've looked behind the door and there's gender behind there, right? And I can close the door and live the rest of my life with the door closed, but I will have to have closed the door. And that was a decision that was a little difficult for me at the time. Um, and I think that the reason that I marked July 7th, that specific incident, as the moment, the defining moment for me, was it was the realization that I didn't want to close the door. I kind of had this door metaphor going for like a couple weeks before that. And this specific time is when I kind of acknowledged to myself that like I recognize there's something behind the door and I don't want to close the door anymore. Right? I want to kind of embrace the person that I want to be, right? And identity is a fucky thing, right? Identity is a kind of a weird thing. Um, and it took me a while to kind of reach the kind of person that I like being, but today is the first day that I made that step. 5 years ago now, and I will have to say that if you had told me 5 years ago the direction that my life would go, I'd call you a fucking liar. My life has been a little crazy since then. Both in good ways and bad ways. I unfortunately am one of those cowards who would be like, if I could go back, would you do it any differently? And I would say largely no. I think that there are maybe a couple things that I would have tried to do differently, but I think that the people that I've like met in my life have been a net positive. And so, it's just one of those life is funny, right, kind of things, right? I am a happier, healthier, more whole person than I was 5 years ago. And I'm very proud of myself. 5 years is a big thing. And now that you've listened to my big gay crybaby backstory, you all owe me $500. That's the law. That's the law. I'm sorry. I don't like it either. I don't like it either. But it's a very special holiday for me. So, you know, pay up. All right. All right. Let's fucking okay. Let's tie off this quest. All right. Ta-ta-ta. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, you could turn it into a fucking trophy or something, right? Because honestly, I think this treasure is kind of evil. I would be okay with them not using the treasure anymore, right? Especially with the revelation that it doesn't really put you to sleep and instead fucking saps your ether. Jesus Christ, Handaloop had a huge fucking glow up with the graphics change. Good lord. I'm not denying the elf. Like, I'm never getting away from the elf allegations. My staff can bruise as well. I can hit him with the heavy end of the staff. Wow, they're so heterosexual for each other. It's gonna be so expensive to get back to fucking Tuliolo. Tuliolo is like a 2,000 uh gil teleport from Ishgard. Not that I really care. I should see when can I view when the next like housing auction goes up? Oh, it's a results period. Oh man. Okay. I thought that they were still a bidding process. I might get a new neighbor um soon, and I kind of fished around. I was hoping that we were still in the bidding phase. Because I really don't want to have a bad neighbor in my final. Look, I'm a fucking NIMBY in Final Fantasy. I'm a NIMBY specifically for people who build like Paisa houses, right? I don't want that shit in my neighborhood. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Oh no, bad things are happening. How poetic of me. Living a Viper right now at 87. Once I'm up to 90. Yeah, no, I'm at 88. 88 and a lot of change with my Viper right now. I probably could have been 100 or not 100, 90 today. Um at my Viper fight spent all my roulettes on it, but I spent some on Dragoon as well. For it's a 90 plus XP food drops. Yeah. Yeah. I have not been forcing it too badly because frankly I'm gonna need like I'm gonna need the fucking cookies that you get from the Twitch drops, plus all my rested experience towards my gatherers and crafters, because I know that I have to. I know that I'm gonna have to do that. And so like, Shuv, Bro's doing his best. Um, I know that I'm gonna burn through all of my rusted experience. However much I have, it's gonna all go away when it's time to level my gatherers and crafters. Oh my god, she's got 2 swords. She's the coolest. Wow. Inspiration. Man, they are so hetero for each other. That's unbelievable. Show her no quarter. Fucking kill her ass. Get her, get her. Go. Kill, 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 kill. The Unchivalrous. What an excellent title. Oh, I don't think my tank stance is on. That's bad. Oh, hi. Oh, some of these guys are hard locked in. You actually can. Okay, I was wondering if they were completely locked in on their target, but it looks like they're not. Don't just stand there. Kill them. I got this. Don't worry about it, buddy. I'm a fucking burly-ass paladin. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. Right. Fuck. Please, my plate of honor. No. Shit. I love casting spells. I love casting spells. Oh! Second phase! Oh shit. Take cover, y'all. Fucking bitch! Fucking bitch! Fucking bitch! Fucking slut! Fuck you, actually. Covering your ass. Oh, he still took the sleep. Quickly! Only true love's kiss can wake him! I'm a little shocked that the Vanu are still the same as they were in Heavensward. I guess it's a little too late to, like, retcon them, but, like, man, do they feel out of place after an expansion, like, as culturally sensitive as, DAWNTRAIL was? Bleed of Truth is. I'm sorry that I ever said anything bad about you, Bleed of Truth. You're so good. Alright, let's fucking put this bitch to bed. I'm gonna miss fight or flight on my Blade of Truth. I'm such a scrub. I'm such a scrub. I made this tiny adjustment to my HUD recently where I moved the cast bar for the boss from down here to up here so it's more visible. And I'm still getting used to it actually. I keep looking for it. I'm just like, where the fuck's the cast bar? What is she up to? And then I'm like, oh right, it's up here now. Duty complete. The fuck are they talking about in fucking Venture chat? I saw mocap. It's like, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's a griffin. That's so cool. Get owned, kid! Oh man, it's the first time I've fallen asleep in all of DAWNTRAIL. Second time. I guess there's exactly one other time that you take a nap. God damn, he got her. Damn. Actually kind of shocked that he got her. Put this bitch to sleep. Is that real? Is that real? Did that just happen? What? 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 I mean, I'm not against her dying, but like, that feels like a dramatic escalation of force. Like, I'm trying to like, all she ever really did was like prank some temple knights. She didn't actually do anything particularly nefarious. I mean, crashing the airship was probably pretty bad, but like, I, I, I don't know. Putting her to sleep so that she falls off the fucking sky clouds and into oblivion, feels a bit much. My trademark figure. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. It's a shame that we're now 3 expansions into role quests. And unfortunately, Shadowbringers still takes the cake for tank role quest. Uh, I, I, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to, like, everyone else who has put up a tank role quest so far. You were always going to be second best to Grandson of the Mournful Blade. Like, come on. Like, let's be real with ourselves. I actually, you know what's actually crazy? I haven't seen Grandson with the graphics update. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. It's dire. It's dire, folks. Sure, it's a long way for them to come, though, unfortunately. I okay. I want to see him. I want to see Granson in his cutscene, in his 5.3 cutscene. But I'm gonna restrain myself for not doing that on stream, and instead I'm just gonna go visit him at the bar in the Crystarium. This is a necessary diversion. I'll have you know. I'll have you know, this is a critical diversion. Fucking. And then when I'm on my own time, I will see him in his special unvoiced cutscene. Unfortunately, Granson doesn't have a voice actor. Crushing. Truly crushing. When he visits you in the inn room. There he is. There he is, all the way against the wall. Alright, what's he look like? How's it going, buddy? Oh, God, fuck. Damn. 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 Shit! How'd your armor get even better looking, buddy? Damn. Damn. It's dire. This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. Oh my god. Okay. That's real. That's real, by the way. You can't. You can't. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh, Jesus. I I'm humiliated by how strong of a reaction I had there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man, it sure is hot in this room. Damn. None of you are ever allowed to talk about this ever again. You understand? You're now bound to my pact of secrecy. You're not allowed to talk about this at all. I actually might have to clip that. That was a little too real. Okay, I'm gonna write a note for myself. I have to clip that afterwards. If that's at all clippable. Oh, oh my god. How far am I into it? About 43 minutes. Oh my god. Holy fuck, dude. It's not fair. It's not fair. Hey, Andy. Hi. Okay, alright. They can kiss now and go back to their village. It'll be fine. Yeah. Hi, Rhodes. Hi, Rhodes. Hi. Me. I'm excellent. Yeah, no, you definitely missed, a moment. It will probably, end up getting clipped just because it was a little too genuine. There's, oh man, I hope people find that as funny as I do because, oh my god, there's like actual tears in my eyes. Alright, take the first step. Ask your girlfriend to, then we can finally hang out. he's, he's so not into her, obviously. The streamer mask came off. I, so I have two types when it comes to men. I enjoy pretty boys, right? Pretty boys who look good in skirts and stuff like that. But I have a particular sharp, exact weakness for brooding men with beautiful eyes. And if you've ever hung out with me long enough, you would know that I have that extremely specific weakness for brooding men with beautiful eyes. And I was talking about the tank roll quests and about how, like, unfortunately, as good as this one is, it's, it has to compare with the Shadowbringers one, where the quest giver for that is a man whose full name and title is Granson the Mournful Blade. Um, and he is You know, he's kind of exactly that type. And he looks incredible with the graphics update. He looks rather nice, and so I was like, I actually haven't seen him since the graphics changed, so I had to pay him a visit. And the confident, in control Angie, who has like is always in control of her emotions and whatever, right? That slipped. Uh, you know, like it's kind of hmm, hmm. Sounds like I paid all right. Yeah, no, I mean it's bad. All right, it's dire. You know, the situation is rather severe. So now that we're done with the roll quest, I want to do the two extra dungeon quests, which there's this one here belongs in a museum, and then there's another one in Solution 9 over like here, I believe, somewhere in this area. But I have been told that I have to do this quest. I have not been told anything about this quest. I have just been told, like, you should go here and there will be a quest and you should do the quest. So I'm gonna do the quest. I'm gonna switch on to Dragoon. I think I'm already getting an impression of why people want me to do this quest. Why people have been saying to do this quest. More corn! Damn. Um, Asking a corn how it's feeling. Yeah? It's corn. 7 stream streak, baby. Let's go. Rose, you're a true one. You're a true bestie. Lend me an ear. Go, go. Say, eat corn and be merry. It's sure. I get to help sentient corn feed corn to people. A soul so grossly incandescent. Dude, one viewer count is like more than I could ask people, generally speaking. Except for today, exactly today, people owe me $500 because it's my anniversary. But you know, not real, by the way. The corn servant. The corn servant is now following you. See, I'm old enough to like I feel like there's a generational divide when it comes to like corn jokes. I feel like younger people frequently think of like country girls make do. And I'm over here stuck thinking about the fucking Aqua Teen bit of like, behold my latest invention, corn. Hey buddy, have some corn. When's the last time I've eaten corn? it's I'm actually thinking it's been a while since I've had any corn actually. Actually, okay, it's it's been a while since I've had corn like cobbed, but I actually do remember I had corn a couple months ago because when we were in York, there was this like um, Gulf Coast style seafood place that did amazing corn. My husband loved grilled corn. This corn reminds me of my dead husband. Is this a quest chain or is this just the one quest? Is the important question. Oh, hold on one second. I have a message from my roommate to respond to. There we go. Gods forgive me, I'm about to steal for corn. This is a pretty this is a pretty fun quest. Tried my hand at gambling and I lost all my corn. My kernel swelled with joy. Am I gonna receive corn for a job well done? Rhodes, I'm killing your ass. I'm killing your fucking ass, Rhodes. Go fuck yourself. Fucking unbelievable that you would send me this. I'm not gonna read it out on stream, but unfucking believable. The bottom of my cob, I thank you. It really is just corn. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Okay. So, oh right, no. Hold on. I have to do we're doing dungeons first. Right. I can't get distracted by corn. How the West was sung. I don't know what this quest is. Hunter and the Hunted, this is the start of the melee quests. This is hunt trains. I have no idea what this quest is. Is there any harm to just doing it? Oh, it's the minstrel! Okay, this is where I get the extremes. Okay. Yeah, I don't have to pick those up right now. I'll pick them up later. How the West was sung. God, I fucking hate minstrel quests so much. Alright, let's pick up the dungeon quest. I actually have to go back to Paladin to turn it in because it's a level 100 quest. Have resistance with. Research archaeology at the studium. Yes. Oh, the studium. Mercenaries protection may forward to the area, but no more than halfway through before a host of fierce fiends bar to our approach. Truth be told, it's a miracle we made it out alive. Yet, I'm the best. Therefore, it's been a while since I've done a grave robbing dungeon. I think it's as far back as, oh my god, what's it called? Karn, Sunken Temple. That I think is the last time I went grave robbing. Oh shit. It's the dog. Who's the dog hanging with? Another lizard. I do have to wonder if that's like Sarah's girlfriend that she was talking about. It's probably not, but Tender Valley. A thousand needles. Is that what it said there? Oh my god, it's fucking Cactuar. There she is. Hi. Who's that girl you're hanging out with? Tell me. I'm interested. It's your bestie. Shocked to see y'all out here in the middle of fucking nowhere, basically. Just like picking up quests. Two lizards hanging out on the plains in the middle of goddamn nowhere. We're just having an egg time. so many lizards here. So many lizards present. I'm picking up and doing my what's it called? The optional dungeons. That's what brings me all the way out here. So I can unlock experts. Shit. we partying up for Tender Valley then? Oh, you're doing... Okay. I thought that y'all hadn't done the dungeon yet. I'm definitely like... I'm trying to... She hasn't done it? Oh, yeah, then we'll do it. Oh, you're already in a party. Send me an invite then. We'll just go in. So I have to do this, and then I have to do the one you pick up in Solution 9, I think is where the other one you pick up is at. I haven't done that one yet. And then I'm gonna bounce to go do Aether Card quests. Friendship time. It is. I do enjoy friendship. Oh man. No, we just have to get through the healer strike. The healer strike is just... I'm sorry. I've been tuned into it that like for a while. It's just the most ridiculous thing that I've heard of in like a while. I'm sorry. I will... This is a picket line that I will cross because I find that a lot of their complaints don't hold water, right? One, they come from people who are like used to healing for high level content, and then you go into story content and suddenly like you find yourself in a position like where I think that the core of the issue was that there was a huge difficulty gradient like between story content and high level content, and healers have to work at high level content, so even moderately good healers, right, could rely on all the extra tools they have to give to high-level healers, right, to basically skate through it, right? But then, you know, DAWNTRAIL comes out, and story content is kind of difficult now. Not really difficult, but it requires a lot more attention. And so, like, I don't know what the healer strike is about right now, the big air quotes healer strike, because, like, it feels like they won. It feels like they won already, that DAWNTRAIL is already treating healers like adults. But the problem is, at the end of the day, right, that your healer has to clear both, like, the stuff that happens in expert roulettes, which is supposed to be reasonable enough that you can be expected to, like, grind it on the daily, right? But also has to be competent enough to clear ultimates. And that creates a really big, like, disconnect. Particularly when, like, the experts are really easy, when we're in, like, a really simple season for experts. Oh my god, it really is fucking Cactuar everywhere. Damn. This is a really good remix of the zone theme. I like this. This is like the DAWNTRAIL zone theme remix. It's really quite good. We're going. We're going. We're going. We're going. Keep forgetting that. I always forget to circle. It's such bad muscle memory that I have. Oh, jeez, it's a big. He's a big guy. But also, I've finally taken the plunge recently and started playing on legacy movement, and I'm still very much getting too used to that, unfortunately. There have been times that I've been like, oh, I really I get why people are so like big on this now. And there have definitely been times where I'm like, fuck, fuck, fuck. All my muscle memory when it comes to movement and shit. Completely ruined. I don't think I could stun him out of... Oh, I can't stun him out of that. Okay. You actually can low blow them out of that. Oh my fucking god, it's a big... It's a big Sabotender. That's... Oh my god. It's frightening. Ooh, hi. Oh. Huh? Oh, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. I understand now. I understand now. Okay. Yeah, he glows in the areas where his attack radius is gonna, like... Okay, I see. This should be... Just arms like this. Hopefully. And if not, I'm in a pretty decent spot. Oh, no, I'm in a terrible spot. Damn. I'm reading this so poorly. I could read this at least. Oh, it grows. Of course it fucking grows. That's the whole mechanic. Son of a bitch. Dude, I'm terrible right now. It's embarrassing. This is actually embarrassing. Okay. I should be fine here, and then... Okay. Oh, okay, that one doesn't grow. I see, I see, I see. Or rather, it doesn't have the flower on it. I see. Oh my god. About a water slide. That's just, yeah, take. Imagine having extras to challenge you. Yeah, it's been a while. That means the Great Serpent. Valley. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, imagine having a fucking expert roulette that's like actually kind of challenging. Having to actually earn resources on these polls. At a second waterfall. Or water slide, rather. It's cute is what it is. And get up against the wall. I'm gonna go back to this dungeon on Explorer mode so I can read all the notes and stuff. Okay, so there's holes in the floor, there's square holes and circle holes. Okay, so that's gonna go in the square hole. It comes out the other square hole, I'm going to imagine. Oh, okay. It bounces around the rim. Surely this goes in... Nope. Why... Oh, I'm fucking dumb! I'm dumb, I didn't see the sides. I thought the bombs would go in one side and come out the other. Okay. I see now, it's channels. Except I fucking read that wrong. I'm trying not to bait you, girl. It's safe. I proved that this was safe earlier. I don't have to prove it. Oh, okay. I'm getting all sorts of gear today. Up against the wall, boys. Treasure chest. Wow. That's kind of a weird transition, I'll be honest. We're like in a big ruin, kind of expected like Oh my god, it's like that bit from Katana Rabble. Like, exactly that bit, like Katana Rabble. Not that it's a problem. It's a cool mechanic. I'm not upset to see it go to be back at all. I guess Katana Rabble actually is more appropriately the last time that you do like a tomb raiding fucking. I was just gonna kick that dude in the balls. It's actually kind of a fun variant on Katana because you can just kind of keep this dude exactly in the middle and keep pretty reasonable uptime on him actually. And then you get shit like this where it's like, no, there's no uptime there. Still cool though. Still cool to see a variation on Katana Rabble. Oh. Not? It's exactly what I expected! No! I was like, wait a second. Is it? No! Katana Rabble, the bit about the Great Serpent, I was thinking, like, is this gonna be a play on the fucking... Oh my god, this is amazing. This is great. I love this. It came out, I saw the pot and I was immediately like, oh my god, is it gonna be fucking Great Serpents? And then I thought I saw, oh, they go back and forth. Okay, they go back and forth. I was like, is it gonna be Great Serpent? And then I thought it was a bird, like the headdress. I was like, oh, it's not, because it kind of looked like it was a big bird. But this is great. This is great. They attack around them. Greatest Labyrinth. Oh. Oh, shit, I have to go up this way. Fuck, dude, I'm panicking. It's this way. Oh, fuck, dude. Fuck. I was panicking hard. Oh, that was a tough one. It's a cool mechanic, though. I gotta practice my fucking paladin rotation with the updates to Sepulcher, because I know it's different now. I have kind of looked into enough resources to realize that, like, it's very different now. I should be fine about here. Yeah. Not even close to being bad. I appreciate the enthusiasm, Coda. Believe me, as a Dragoon player, I get it. The desire to back jump like that. Alright, safe spot is there, which makes there it is. Oh, those are a little tricky to read. It's very cute. I don't know if I am like into it. Yeah, it's gotta be like back here. Moist summoning. Hate that. Hate that. Oh my god. Oh, and it leaves puddles behind. Oh, that's gross. Oh, it's like Aquamarine, but it leaves puddles. Oh, hello. Shiva circles, but kind of different. Easy dungeon. That's great. I love that. I love that. Of course, give it up to the Hrothgar healer for being a chat about it. Putting up with all my fucking shenanigans. Marian needle to be seen. It's excited. The lower back pain reached every 3 years. It's acupuncture. Now that first boss kicked my ass, but the other ones I got a hold of pretty quickly. I don't know if I'd call it a great serpentine creature, but it definitely was a serpent. I'm responding to a message real quick. Thought you'd line up for the backflip just right. Believe me, Dragoon is one of my more played classes. I understand the instinct, right? To be like, I can do it. I can go for it, right? And it's always frequently, right, a little bit further than you thought it was gonna be. Do y'all has Coda done the other expert dungeon yet? Because that's my next thing. Okay, yeah, then. Oh my god, he looks like the fucking. Of course he does. Of course he looks like the fucking. Oh man, he looks like the guy from the first. His horns are the inverse color. The guy in the first is a Zayla with white tips on his horns, and this guy's a Ran with black tips on his horns. He looks exactly like the serpent guy. Oh man. It's actually like it's one of those things that like when we got to the Katana Ravel one, I was like, that's kind of interesting that like this is an exact mirror of Katana Ravel. And I was like, I wonder if that's gonna come back around. And then like I really had the thought that I was like, is the final boss gonna be the Great Serpent? And ended up being the Great Serpent. It was very cool. Alright. I'm gonna dip because I have to do the other dungeon. And then do other things, but I will go ahead and send some love to the lizards. Thank you for the poll. It's always fun going through dungeons with people who are equally inexperienced sometimes. I'm shocked that there's this much story attached to this quest. Gator. Man, I love gators. Milg. Man, I love gators. Oh god, there really is a mural about the Great Serpent. No fucking god. And of course I love roll. Now we're rolling again. Son of a bitch! It's happened like 3 times now in DAWNTRAIL where I get a mount and I'm like, I'm not gonna use this mount, it's too loud or like obnoxious, and then I just reroll and I land on the same mount. There's like 20 mounts in the roulette, by the way. Like how many are in the so we got 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19 mounts in the roulette, of which only 2 are like low rolls. This one because it's so loud, and the big yellow bird because it's so bright. Fuck. Man, I wish I could fly. I mean, the reason, of course, this mount is on my roulette at all is because I worked very hard for this one, and it's my favorite, so... I just wish that it wasn't such a long walk to this area. Okay, preview against leaving ancient tale. God, is that up at the top? No. Hmm. It's because I have such a deep connection to the other serpent. Don't forget to swing by the tombstone exchange. Uh, yeah, I did not count my tombstones before they became outdated, so I think I'm sat on like 15 comedies, so it's not much. Holy shit, why is it 85 in my room right now? I was wondering, I was like, am I losing my mind? I feel like I'm really warm in here, right? But I'm like, it's probably just me, like, sweating in uncomfortable places and getting all worked up about it. Particularly the back of my neck sweats really bad because of my hair. But no, it's just actually pretty hot in here. This belongs in a museum. It's been like the same temperature, but up in like um It was like 90% humidity the last couple nights. The heat's been really oppressive as of late. Just in how much it like sticks to you. It's less humid today, but it's still just like, you know? Alright, there should be another... So Trial by Spire, this is the... I have to imagine that this is the new, Stone Sea Sky, whatever it is, the trial thing, and then Something Stray in the Neighborhood is the actual new dungeon. I'll get them both, but I have to imagine that that's what that other one is. Yeah, this is the damage trial. Oh my god, it's nostalgia. Hi, baby girl. Hi. A dungeon in living memory? May not be able to recognize me at first glance. I'm not sure I follow. She doesn't know. No, I don't know. I've been really tight on spoilers, actually. I didn't even know Solution 9 fucking existed until I got here. Like, Solution 9 was a surprise. Do you have any idea how difficult it must have been to keep Solution 9 out of my fucking brain? Dude, as soon as the sun goes down, I'm gonna crack my fucking window. Like, it's bad, folks. It's bad. Alright, training dummies. Please, beat the shit out of my dummies so you can check your DPS. I actually... I need to... check on something because, like, I think I'm playing Viper a little wrong. I had difficulty beating some of the DPS checks for, like... It might just be gear. I decided to test to see how well I was doing at Viper by hitting the Eden 12, striking dummy, the 12S striking dummy. And I could not pass the DPS check, and I'm wondering if that's just because the gear that I have is not great. I also had this thought about living memory, that kind of occurred to me after, like... like, after getting out of living memory and kind of ruminating on it for a couple days, I think that it actually... Like, I think originally I was, like, of the opinion is like, oh, living memory should be like completely dark after we turn everything off, right? That's kind of what I anticipated it. But I find the state that it's in now to be like strangely as beautiful, if not more beautiful than the City of Gold that it was before, right? Like, there's something about the lighting here now. It's a little haunting being so empty, but like, I don't know. You know, like, I thought that it would feel rather dour, and it feels a little dour, but it also feels peaceful, right? Um, it feels better like this. The truth is, sometimes dead is better, you know? So I like the fact that they kind of let natural light into living memory after the lights go off. I think it was a really clever bit of like direction. That being said, there's a bunch of weird yellow lights here for some reason. Hi. It's best not to think about that baby girl, because he's dead now. Oh my god, Constancy's still kicking about. Okay. There's a fucking... There's a setting here for camera controls. Legacy, disable camera pivot. So now my camera doesn't pivot randomly. Okay. It'll take some getting used to these new settings, but like I'm kind of getting to grips with them. The main advantage of Legacy is you just get to be able to be like, hey, I need my character to face this way for some kind of mechanic, and you just be like, bam, I'm facing that way, right? Or like, bam, I'm facing away from that thing. It's a thing that raiders talk about a lot, and I just never got around to like, you know, actually learning how to use it. Um, I just been on standard for the longest time, but like, you are taking this all rather well, buddy. Oh, yes, very good. Your friend told me how you came here and killed everyone I knew, and also the queen. A lost district of living memory. Oh, interesting. So they lost a lot of them when they were fucking around with the interplanar fusion stuff. Hmm. Nod. More here mute. Hmm. Fascism, 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 fascism. Ah. Oh man, is it hurricane season down there? I guess it is actually. It's a silly thing for me to ask. Son of a bitch. What? That they would reuse this imagery for this event. Oh man. Man, I'm not the only first time Pictomancers needed this as well. Scholar fucking expedient measures. Oh, this is silly. Fucking Pictomancer's potencies are crazy. I'm sorry. Pictomancer's fucking crazy ass. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, I'm dying. Oh my god, what is this? Oh. Oh, that sucks. Okay, you definitely don't want that to get on you. Okay, fucking Exoflare on me. Oh, I'm bound. This is really quite bad for me. Oh, this is bad. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Ah, damn. I didn't even see it fall into my head. I didn't even see it. I was reading the text. I was reading the fucking dude break character. This scholar just she's going, man. She's going. I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best here. I'm telling you. Y'all can see how many defenses are on cooldown, right? It's definitely not like I'm not trying. Girl, you gotta fucking stop! You gotta stop! People don't like this dungeon. I mean, it hasn't broken me or anything yet. That first boss was a little weird. I don't say there's anything I don't like about it yet, though. That is a big radius, okay. Okay. I kind of see it now. Here. I mean, with that one, you actually only have to really pay attention to one because they're next to each other. See, if I remember, we're one of the... Oh, my God. So these are... Should be, like, here? I mean, Angie's pretty good at memories. Just a crazy bitch. She's got a mind like a steel trap. Many people are saying this. Can I... Good to see the Calcabrina models are still getting work. My god, it's fucking big Calcabrina models. Oh, dude, some of these pulls are a bit schnarsty. I'm also having a really fucking hard time holding mitigation. Or I'm like genuinely having a bit of a hard time pulling aggro just because there's so many enemies per pull here. Dude, stop! Stop! Bro, stop! Hi, Leo. First time through? Yes. I'm not gonna say that, like, I hate this dungeon, because I definitely don't, but, like, of the expert roulette, I definitely understand why this is a low roll. Wall boss. Its name is Trauma. Oh my god, it's like Emmett. It's like Emmett. Ooh. Ooh, hey, that's crazy. I don't understand. Oh, because, okay. Because it gives you a ghostly guise. I see. I did not take that. I don't know why I got hit by that at all. Prepares to ward against the living, so I step back onto it, so I'm no longer guised. Nope, that's wrong. Well, the last time that there was like a mechanic like that, it said preparing a like thing against the living, right? Or against the dead, right? So I was like, oh, so I have to be the different form. Okay, against spirits. I don't want to be a spirit this time. I see. Okay. Was not very fast on the pickup there. Bit of regret. So I actually have to like be in a little bit. Against spirits, I want to be alive for this. I was genuinely asked about the red text pop-ups in dungeons in DAWNTRAIL, and I said overall I think that they're good. I think I think previously really complicated dungeons already had bits where like text would pop up, but it wasn't super visible, and I think having them um, makes like lets them do kind of more interesting mechanics. Because you could be like, well, the fight tells you, right? Like there already were plenty of fights previously where like shit would pop up on the screen to be like, oh, this dude's invulnerable, and people would miss it all the time. I think training people to actually read the pop-ups is I I'm gonna give it to the healer. She really annoyed the tits off of me, but I gotta give it to the healer for saving me during the boss fight at least once, right? I did not deserve two for that. um, but it's the tank lifestyle. Like it's just that's just what tanking's like, right? What's actually funny is the last like 200 of these commands did not come from tank play actually. Like actually, I think I was up to like 1300 and some change, and then I started leveling like healers and DPS. I got a lot of commands as DPS in my final run to 1500 actually. I was playing pretty exclusively like machinist because I was leveling machinist big time back then, and I must have gotten 100 from like or like near 100 from just leveling machinists from like 30 to 80 real, by the way. But I think that like overall, the text pop-ups don't bother me. I think that they're not like annoying. They also don't. The thing is, they don't feed you the answer either. They're good for like displaying information of like here's kind of what you might expect, but you actually do have to like pay attention to the actual like fight and prepare yourself for what's gonna happen, right? It's not like a hey stand to the left dumbass, right? It's kind of like a I think that they're fine. I people the person I was talking to was surprised when I was like they're fine. But I don't see them as like a problem, specific especially in like normal content, right? Yeah, the minion hitboxes are really strange on that one. The teacups, I could find people being very annoyed by if you are paying attention, if you like aren't if you're like a tank, right, I think it's very easy to pay attention to it. And so you just kind of have to trust that you have a good tank. And if you're not, you kind of have to pay attention to it. And that takes time away from, um, you know, yeah, you're already focused on positionals. It's hard watching the teacups. And so people have to like rely on their party members. And that's always, a crapshoot. So I think that first boss is a little annoying. I think that there's some like snapshots in that dungeon that really got me. I think the final boss was a lot of fun. It took a little bit to kind of wrap my head around the core mechanic, right? But I think when it came together, it worked pretty well. Oh, Constantine's gonna fucking die. That's sad. Goodbye, friend. Oh, is it so expensive to fucking reach Solution 9 from here? I'm spending all my money on I'm not spending all my money on teleportation. Dude, fucking... Every time I think about money, I'm upset now because, like, the house next to mine is gonna sell pretty soon. And I'm praying, I'm begging that it sells to, like, somebody who's gonna take care of the house. It's such a nice neighborhood, please. I'm a NIMBY, but only for Paisa houses. I've only been going for 2.5 hours, man. Man. Okay. Aether currents and other things. Spend another 1,000 gil till they get to the other part of the continent. Alright, I am going to take a tiny, teensy little break to refill my water. And then I'll be back in an extremely short period of time. Our plan now is to do Aether Current quests, but also beyond just the Aether Current quests, I like to do the whole chains associated with them, right? I don't like doing, because like the actual quest that gives you the Aether Current is like one of like a series of quests that you have to do. And I like seeing the chains all the way through to the end because I find their stories are sometimes a little compelling. Which is why I pushed it off until now, because I was like, I don't want to do this in the middle of MSQ. So I'm going to refill my water. And then, when I get back, we're going to do Aether Currents and other quest chains and just kind of chill and yap. I don't really have much worth saying right now. I think we're just going to be kind of in yapping mode up until the point that I reach true exhaustion, and then I just log off. Hi. It's yap o'clock, babes. It's yap o'clock, baby. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to talk about right now because I've kind of said everything I wanted to say about the story. So it's Aether Currents and chill. Is there really not like an Aether Current up here? A 1,000 yawns to the east. I have no idea how many currents I need, by the way. Still have 4 where I'm at. No, wait. 4 where I'm at. Okay. Same number. Same number. Dude, what the fuck? Why am I so tired of late, man? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so... one, a Dragoon. Because I don't want to put the experience on Paladin. So, the quest chain around here, the original quest is like, this dude, right, is one of the new Radiant Dawn guys, and he hates his fucking job, so we're trying to teach him to be culturally sensitive. Or the Landsguard, not the Radiant Dawn. The Radiant Dawn are, Reacher's soldiers. Be wary of enemies. We're going to try and do as many of these quests on Dragoon as I can manage. I do have to imagine that at a certain point, the experience I gain from doing these quests is not going to be enough to meet up to keep, like, going to new areas. Like, I don't anticipate that I'm going to get to level 100 doing these quests. So, we're just going to go for as long as we can on Dragoon, just for the... Oh my god, striking dummies. It's the first time I've seen striking dummies in all of DAWNTRAIL, actually. Fucking, my Dragoon uniform is really nice, but I particularly, the way that it makes it look like my fucking ass, like, really goes back and forth there is particularly enjoyable. Like, man, those hips are going crazy in this outfit. It's because I'm super strong. Check me fucking... You thought you were the stronger. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to crush your ego like this, but, no. I'm kind of with him. This sounds like a lot of work. With the three of us, it will only take a month. Uh, are we in this together? Are you really gonna hold me up for this long? Big discussions going on here in Novice Network, by the way. What kind of sounds do Vieras make? I don't know. I don't think rabbits make much of a sound. But Hrothgar definitely meow. Oh, I'm so fucking... Hi, Riley. Hi. 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 How goes the Trail of Dawn? Well, we finished the MSQ. And people, for reasons, really wanted to see me do the, Aether Current quests on stream. So, we're doing those. Well, the problem is I'm a stubborn old piece of shit, right? And so it's not just the Aether Current quests, it's also the quests that they lead into that I want to do, because I want to see the quests to their full completion, right? Like, it really bothers me. Believe me, I'm not out here asking for more work, right? But, like, it always sticks out of my mind that Aether Current quest in Garlemald where you help a bunch of, like, starving and freezing refugees, and you do, like, the one quest for them, and they're like, alright, we're no longer gonna freeze to death tonight, but we need a more long-term solution and maybe some food, and you're just like, peace out, you know, like... feelings to stab. So yeah, we're working through them now. I've spent the last 2 hours doing the 2 extreme dungeons, so I actually have access to that now. I would if I had the class for it. And it's just yap o'clock. It's just like whatever people want to talk about, we'll talk about, and just kind of hang and do the Aether Current quests and their respective chains. Why do I get the feeling there's a story coming? Which is here from a distant land? Yeah, I met some of them. Thinking about trying out the extremes, but I wanted to ask first. I was kind of hoping to, like, blind it with the group I'm putting together, right? But considering that we're still missing a person from the group even, I don't know when we would get around to, like, doing them. So I believe me, I'm a strong believer in the power of, like, blind bonding, right? But I also feel like if people want to try extremes, and the realistic standpoint is probably the group that we're putting together is not going to get to the extremes for, like, another couple weeks probably, I feel bad holding people back, particularly people who are already really experienced with raiding. We still need to find our +1 though, by the way. I have no idea who that's gonna be. Yeah, it would be PFL right about now. It's the worst kind of PFL right now because, like, there are people who have definitely grinded it enough to get the mount, right? That they're gonna be like, oh, even then, if you're doing PF prog, those people probably aren't gonna be around. But, like, I don't know. Yeah, I've seen people, the new mounts, by the way. I heard that the extreme mounts were gonna be like that. They look so good. They look so good. I want them so bad. I want them more than I wanted the dragons from Shadowbringers, right? Like, I don't think I have any of the Endwalker mounts, actually, come to think of it. I don't think I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think I cleared a single Endwalker extreme, actually. I think that's actually a true statement. And I think a lot of it was just apathy on my part. I remember doing Heidelin and doing, fucking, oh my god, what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? Median. I remember doing Median raids. And I remember not clearing either of them. And then when all the other ones came out, it was kind of at the tail end of me being, like, really just super burnt out about high-end content at all. And so I didn't do any of them. Yeah, those were rough days. I have a lot of things to say about that group that I'm going to be polite and say nothing at all. Lot of moving pieces in that group, and they were all clashing. I don't remember you causing any trouble. Beg your pardon? Oh, they're not actually upset. It's all staged. They're fucking with you, dude. Like, I don't want to give away that I'm onto it. You broke the script. Zuli Holly really is selling it. The backup dancers are really not. Oh my god, it's omurice. My poor weeb heart. 1,100 yalms to the southwest. I imagine that has to be up on the Upper Peninsula at this point. This song almost made you turn off the town music. I honestly, I've been listening to a lot of the music for this expansion being like, what kind of like zone or town music do I think could like go into the Epath Orchestrion? And uh and like this one I like the Linohanu or the Hanu rather. Yeah, their town music is very grating. What plays? I didn't even remember that it plays at the Moblin Village. Crazy that that would be the case. Like, I feel like you could easily make a riff on like the Idleshire music to go in the Moblin Village. They're oiled all the way up, man. Get the fucking dish soap. These birds are covered in oil. I'm glad that like if you haven't picked it up yet, Lanohan is just like, yeah, no, I get it. The theatrics are like, I know they're a little much, but like trust me, it's all in due time. Don't worry about it. I'm not saying anything right now, anyways. I'm vibing to the music. I wasn't saying much. I was doing mental math about how long these quests are going to take. Imagine it's like 5 minutes per quest, imagine, right? 4 quests per chain, 4 per region. It's 80 minutes per region. I have like our realm visits unlocked yet. I don't know what realm visit means. If you mean like cross data center, I don't know. I don't know. I know that you can move to less congested areas, but I don't know if you can go to like crystal or aether or primal. I'm also not going to get asked to be ferried around. I'd say 20 minutes to change a man's heart is not terribly bad. It is a little funny that you go through the whole rigmarole and you're like, no hard feelings though, right? Me, 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 me. I'm so sleepy, Bill, today. Add to it just the heat and humidity, and I'm just like, I'm doing my best. Yeah, it's not that hot over here, but it has been like 80% humidity for like 4 days straight. So it's just like, it's fucking muggy. It's muggy everywhere. I got used to it being not like super muggy up here, up north. Especially with like where I'm at now, I'm like really far above sea level, but like now I'm also like when it gets like humid up here, it just stays humid forever. Hot is like a relative term as well, right? Because is it hot by like the standards that I knew growing up, or is it hot by like around here. Because yes, it's like 90 degrees up here. In the grand scheme of things, compared to San Antonio weather, not scorching. But it's warmer than I'd like. Alright, so what was this quest? We're getting fruits because it's a custom. Yeah. The Northern Re-Education. That's... Believe me, I am still willing to say, like, it's not that hot up here. And the new grapes. Multi-grapes. Oh, I kind of have to take them all the way fucking over here! Man! Oh. Sent me an image. Oh no. Oh, yeah. No, I did get a good look at the fruit, but oh my god, yeah. Wow, that is a D20. Also, oh my god. So, I remember I had this reaction, right? When I walked through like a bush or like grass for the first time in DAWNTRAIL, and like, okay, like it parts for you, right? Like you interact with shit as you move through it now, right? And I was like, that's new, right? I feel like it's something that I would have recognized in my thousands of hours of traveling or like gathering and stuff, right? That like, oh, the grass doesn't interact with you. And I saw it move and I was like, that has to be new. But I kind of like gaslit myself. I was like, maybe that's not new and I just haven't been paying attention. But I know that it is new because I saw somebody found like some planters, I believe in like Razatan, that if you walk through them, it crushes the grass out into like a big disc. It like breaks the containment of the little planter. There's so many little fruits here. Also, there's lots of fruits in the game. Oh my god, hey, look out. Got some fruit for you. Remember to get the extra sightseeing bits. That drives me crazy. Look at how badly this armor makes it look like her hips are shaking when she walks. I mean, just like, god damn, girl, damn. Oh, that was only one quest. Okay. So my time estimation was already off. Okay, that's good. That's fine. It's the specifics about how the armor kind of like it sways, right? That makes her look like her hips are just going fucking wild under that. There's the southwest. No flying? No, I don't. No, I don't have any flying. What do you think we're doing here? What do you think we're doing here? That's that's what we're working on. Look at all the shit I ignored when I was doing MSQ. I was really torn, because like I think in the past I have done them as I've gone along, and the reality is that like at a certain point, the narrative had taken like too much control, right? And I was like, I can't stop and do Aether Current quests right now, right? Like I think that like in these earlier sections I probably could have stopped to smell the roses a little bit. But I was just kind of too preoccupied with the main story, right? And then like by the time I reached I kind of questioned. I questioned Chad. I was like, do you want to see me actually do the quests, or am I like allowed to do those in my off time? Right? And they said, they want to see you do the quests. And I was like, sure, okay. And I tried. At the point that I had access to DAWNTRAIL, I was like, I will try to break my attention away and do Aether Current quests, and I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Like by the time I reached DAWNTRAIL, I was like, the story has picked up too much momentum. Like I feel like I'm wasting my fucking time stopping to smell the roses. And so I was like, we will do a stream of Aether Current quests. Dude, is this some kind of fucking sick joke? Is this some kind of sick joke? Okay, there we go. So we're now making our way downtown, picking up currents, walking fast, all that good shit. Sphene was a character. I'm glad that I was correct. I made mention that like by the time you reach Alexandria, I had kind of stopped making guesses about where the story would go because it had kind of gone insane already. But I made one very ambitious guess the second Sphene was on screen. I was like, this girl is not on the level. This girl is a problem. That her design is really cute, and you're gonna want to forgive her because she's cute and seems to have her head on her shoulders. She's not telling us everything. I remember where this current is at. This current is up here. So I'm just gonna go to Earthenshire. It's okay, you could say that you're gay for Wookla mods, right? You're among friends here. I think Wookla character was mostly fine. She's a shonen protagonist for sure. I think that she's better than Lise. I think comparing her to Lise is valid. I also think that it's not even close. And this is going for someone who kind of liked Lise, right? I think that like I think the most important thing about Wooklamot is she has that kind of naive idealism, but has the heel turn, right? Has the heel turn at the very end where, like, she realizes that, like, there's no reasoning with, like, Soralja or Sphene or anything, right? Like, we are gonna have to kill these people. And I think that's an important part of her characterization. Also a very fun drinking game. Just take a shot every time it in the second half of the expansion when it cuts to Wooklamot and she does, like, the little grippy hands at her side thing. What do you think of the voice acting in DAWNTRAIL? I thought it was exceptional. I thought the DAWNTRAIL voice acting was exceptional, basically across the board. I can't think of a single person who was introduced to the story now who felt out of place. I feel like Thancred's voice actor is getting up there in years, and that's starting to play through a little bit. His performance has definitely changed since, like, even since, like, Shadowbringers. You can kind of feel that he's getting there, and it works well for Dad Cred, right? But the problem is that the voice actor is aging faster than the character is, and I don't know what was up with that. I'm glad that I'm not the only person to notice it. That Thancred sounded different. Like, I had to remember how he sounded in Shadowbringers, and I'm like, he definitely sounds like somebody who was, like, 4 to 6 years older at this point. Oh no, Thancred, I'm absolutely certain Thancred sounds different in Shadowbringers. He immediately stuck out to me as being like, I can tell it's the same dude. I can tell it's the same dude. But he sounds different. Oh my god, a ring coffer that I'm just gonna throw on the fucking floor immediately. I think the only even, like, side character voice actor that really took me out of the experience were, like, the evil giant character. You know, the Yakhoi who were, like, the still, like, pro-expansionist anti-Terali guys. That guy definitely, like, destroyed the tone for me a lot, right? The lady later on who is Strolla's voice actress. It is kind of an unnecessary plot beat. That's just kind of there to create conflict. DAWNTRAIL's not without its faults, but I thought it was overall really good. I think, again, that, like, in my own kind of feeling of, like, this is a new Realm Reborn, right? I think DAWNTRAIL sets itself up pretty classically. Like pretty properly, even. Yeah, no, definitely the true curse that DAWNTRAIL has to bear more than anything else is that it has invited another 4 years of Stormblood fucking debate. The graphical update was really good. The new dungeons are really good. I find myself very hopeful for the future of Final Fantasy at this point. I think that I was very nervous because, like, so the whole Heidelin and Zodiark stuff, right, is so, like, crucial to everything that came before it, right? That Endwalker is like, all right, we are done with this story, and so now Final Fantasy has to move on past the thing that it was kind of founded upon, right? And I found myself really nervous about Final Fantasy's future as both, like, because let's be real with ourselves, everyone loves the dungeon and everyone loves dungeons and everyone loves the content and stuff like that, but I think that there is a sizable portion of this game community who primarily plays Final Fantasy XIV as a Final Fantasy game first and as an MMO second, right? And so, like, people frequently, like, joke about, you know, like, people who only really play Final Fantasy for the story, right? Or play Final Fantasy XIV only for the story, don't really care about, like, high-level content and stuff like that. And they're all casuals, and they're all shitty, but they're also the bulk of your audience, right? It's a large reason why I got so invested in 14. I got into it, right? Oh no, there's definitely a section of, like, raiders and endgame, like, players who are, like, who make fun of, like, role players and people who really only play for the story. People who, like, cried at Shadowbringers and Endwalker, right? And, like, yeah, it's super out of touch. But those voices definitely exist. But I think a large part of people, like, a large number of people play 14 for, like, the story, and I got into it because of the spectacle, and I stuck around because the story was really quite good and kind of gripping, more than kind of. So I found myself really concerned that DAWNTRAIL would struggle to find its feet without being able to, like, unfortunately, these kind of players existed before the huge, like, WoW migration. Unfortunately, I definitely have seen memes from, like, as far back as the Shadowbringers era, when I was first starting playing, who made fun of, like, bunny girls who wore the 2B outfits and didn't really, like, care about anything besides the story, right? But what was I saying? I was really concerned that the DAWNTRAIL wasn't going to be able to find its footing, and I'm really glad that it did, because it means that, like, Final Fantasy can continue to exist as, like, a really coherent story that people really connect and resonate with, even outside of the kind of core run of, like, what Final Fantasy was for so many years. So I've been really encouraged by that. I'm sure that they would have found direction. I was concerned that they wouldn't stick the landing. And DAWNTRAIL feels very stuck. I have so many item coffers. They're all full of fucking shit that I don't even want to use. Hey buddy, how's it going? Wicked mustache, dude. Oh, he wants to make something cute for his goblin wife. I don't think that it's actually his goblin wife, but... Famously very protective. Maybe she is his wife. And love bloom between a craftsman and their goblin friend. Apparently, yes. Did I snipe what this quest is about? Does the goblin actually love him or something? Like, is this actually a romance plot that I walked into? It keeps happening. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. I said it as like a joke because the goblin's a girl and he's, a guy. And I was like, oh, are you breaking up with your moblin wife? But, oh, apparently your mastercraft is gonna be a wedding band. This is pain. Thank you for your sacrifice, Riley. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, they're fighting. I have that feeling every time I see an ad on YouTube, and I'm like, are these real? Is this real? This is this is my fucking masterpiece. My last thing that I'm gonna make is a pot sword. It's a wedding band. I'm here forever, bitches. These muffins are such bros. Aww. Aw, well. Aww. Getting mild spoilers for this now. Dude, if the actual reveal is that he makes her like something really nice with the broken jewel, I mean, come on. Love can bloom on a battlefield. Have fun, Riley. it is time to level the gunbreaker. I need to fucking... I have so many things I need to level. I'm trying not to stress about it. I like that she tells me what the treasure is, right? It's just like, oh, but I'm working on a secret project for him. Don't tell him. And I'm just like, hold that thought for 1 second. Then I sprint off to the place that he's working at. And then I come back and just like, I promise I didn't say anything. Dude, fucking reading Gobby talk. Just like it drives me crazy sometimes. I'm so cool. You don't have to say it, chat. I know it. It doesn't help that these quests give fucking piss all experience. Lip slipping a moan word. Lip slipping a moan word. You can't say that. Like, I just, lip slipping a moan word. I can't. This is my favorite game of all time, and somebody had to rate the fucking word. Lip slipping a moan word. Drives me crazy. Oh shit, he's gone. Oh no, he snuck out. Give as good as you get. Oh no! Oh fuck, my fucking parasol's out. It's the thing about having auto-deploy parasol is sometimes you get into combat and you're just like, I can't attack! My parasol's out! There, oh, there actually is a gate. Look at that. It's wondering it doesn't. I was like, this doesn't seem like a place that has a gate. I mean, she'll love it. Is the thing because she loves you. It'll be the last time. Fucking 2 days from retirement ass statement. Fog. Not at all what I expected it to be, but fog. But I sold the ruby. It's so pretty! It's a dead ass like the I sold my watch to get you a hair clip. I sold my hair to get you a fucking watch chain. Oh man, they even argue like old married people. Well, they actually are breaking up. Oh, I thought he was gonna agree to stay behind. Love can't bloom on a gobby field. Holy shit, there's another one? Oh, hey! It ties in! That's crazy! That's crazy! I was about to say, like, I think it'd be really funny if you just keep running into, to fucking Nahanche just, like, constantly as we travel across Tyrol. And he's always just like, I don't, they just keep sending me out here for some random shit, dude. Like, come on. I mean, how about asking the Hanu for help is a very good question. I guess it would be smart to set up like a little workshop along the riverside here, because then they just bring in boats or like little barges up the river. Pretty clever. You know, I'm doing all these quests, and I'm wondering if this is going to become a custom delivery in the future. Holy shit, several cutscenes will play in sequence, set aside appropriate time for a side quest! Oh my god! Oh shit. I clicked by accident, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't ask me. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty good. Do you mind doing the honors and beating the shit out of my armor, please? Shing! Oh, very striking. This is very bright? Not bright, but it's very... Hmm. Oh. Oh, this is cute. I think the Lance Guard will need more than one of each. Nod. Oh. Oh boy, I get the music. I get the shit music. DAWNTRAIL is supposedly part of Greater Tyrol, is a big nation managed by the Dawn Servant. Or is there no legged adventurer we went there to do a trial to learn about the culture of those people? It's it's something that definitely stuck out to me, that like Tyrol as a nation is supposed to be of both halves, but uh fucking the original Dawn Servant's trial only had him uniting the people of the southern continent, and the like north is kind of just like an afterthought. Like you hear about it a couple times about how like the Yokoi were like up there doing colonialism, and then the plague happened, right? And then you have like, but like you get up there and like the Hiserto or whatever they're called. I should be more sensitive about saying stuff like this, but like I don't remember exactly how it's pronounced. The cat people. I think it's the her. I'm sorry. I'm actually trying. The Heresto or it's something like that. I know there's two H's and it makes like that Herest kind of like sound. Um are kind of like an afterthought. You go up there and you talk to them, they're like, yeah, no, we're totally going along with this whole Dawn Servant stuff, but they're not part of like the trials. It's a little strange. And I get it because fucking like the southern continent is like much even then, the southern continent is not significantly bigger than the northern continent, right? It's the crazy thing, right? This is definitely big, don't get me wrong, but like, is this not a big continent too? Right? It is, it's two whole zones of, at the very least, compared to only like three in the south, right? And you have this entire area here with all these like tribals that are just like not part of the like path. I don't know. It'd be different if like it was largely uninhabited up until like recently, but you hear about the Heresto, right? And that they've been there for millennia, right? And it's like, Square Enix, are we doing Native Americans? Like, is that, are we doing this? Is this a commentary on Native Americans, or is this just an accident? Like, are we doing this on purpose to draw a grim irony about it and like eventually set up for that to be part of the story in the patch content? Or did you just not think about it? Like, I can't tell if it's a setup for like later plot threads or if they just forgot. I genuinely can't tell. Because like you go up there, that conversation that you have with that one tribe where they're like, hey, I know y'all are building the trains here, and it's like really important that you build the trains here, but like it disturbs the buffalo that we hunt, right? And it fucks with our way of life. Could you not? Like, oh, believe me, we're not against progress, right? And it feels like a very weird stance to take when, like, I don't know, anyone who knows like anything about the history of Native Americans, definitely knows that like if you're going to touch it at all, it's kind of something you have to bring up, right? That like, especially they look like buffalo, right? You don't bring that up by accident, you know. And before you can get into that plot at all, Alexandria shit happens, right? Which almost feels like a fucking blessing that we don't have to like go through that whole plot thread. But also it leaves the whole prospect kind of hanging, right? That leaves me like question if like mechanization in Tyrol disrupting the lives of like Zoctoralians, right, is going to be like a thing that comes up, or if that little insight we get, the literal like 20-minute diversion we get after the like hour-long cowboy part is going to be all that we talk about. And I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I do know one thing though. I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to stop. I am really sorry that we've only been going for like 4 hours and I'm like already like this. It's the combination of like the heat and I'm just like I'm tired. I have a fucking interview tomorrow that I'm like worried about. It's the fact that I've done like 50 hours of DAWNTRAIL in the last couple of weeks. Um, it's a lot of little things that make me just be like I'm like here trying to do the quest and I'm just like you know, like I'm doing my best and I'm just like I'm on. So I think the plan is this Tuesday. We are still doing Baldur's Gate with Mira. That is still I talked to her. If she is like capable of doing Baldur's Gate, we're gonna go back to Baldur's Gate and continue the Dragon Dirge co-op, right? And then I think instead of doing KOTOR this week, I'm just gonna do more side quests on Wednesday and Thursday. I think is my plan. So anticipate more of this, just kind of chilling, doing side quests, doing Aether Currents, and just kind of hanging out in the PM on Wednesday and Thursday. And because I'm not trying to do it all in one day, I'll probably be able to like pace myself a lot better. So that should be fine. I'm gonna send y'all. Let me see if I've got any. I'm gonna send y'all somewhere because there's actually a few of you here today. Who can I send y'all to? I'm gonna send y'all to Carius. Carius is playing Stalker. He is a little fucking stalker. So I'm gonna send y'all his way. I don't know. When you get there, tell him he's got a tight ass or something. He thinks I'm joking. He thinks I'm joking. I'm gonna tap his tight ass at some point. I'm serious. I'm so serious. He's calling all my bluffs. I ain't bluffing. I'm serious. Okay. That's enough Angie being weird. Alright, I'm gonna send y'all over. There we go. Alright, alright. Alright, I'll talk to y'all on Tuesday. Okay, bye. Have a wonderful Monday. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye.